How are you guys doing? My name is Shredna, and today I will be showcasing my newest and most recent loop kit for you guys. It is a loop kit containing 50 loops and will be on sale in the link in the description of my store for $20 only. And a little deal for you as well is if you purchase it from my link in the description and only my link, you will also receive my personal drum kit with all my favorite sounds at the current moment. The reason for that is because I am also releasing the kit on Track Train, but you will not be getting a free drum kit with the sample pack if you purchase it from Track Train. But yeah, as I said, the loop kit contains 50 loops. That's pretty cheap for $20. It contains 50 high quality loops, and they're like meant for a lot of Southside type beats or TM88. They're really melodic, most of them, and also kind of in the style of Q beats and Palace 808. So I of course used isotope, vinyl, and all those effects on it to get them to sound real crisp and nice. So let's just listen to some of them. Some of them are really long, like some of them are like even 2 to 3 minutes long, because they're compositions, so they have a lot of counter melodies in them as well. And they contain the name of the sample, the BPM, and also the scale and key. Some of them wouldn't follow this key though, it's just the scale. So this might not be the 808, for example, should maybe not be placed in C, but you can figure that out easily by ear. So I already picked out a sample I'm going to work with today. I'm going to be making a beat with one of the samples for showcasing. So I chose this sample. Let me just drag it out here real quick, layer this to the insert one, and delete this sampler. Let's take a listen. And then I have this flute coming in now. So that sounds really smooth. And just to show you the difference of many of the samples in here, I chose 4 different samples to show you that some of them are short, some of them are really long, because they have a lot of counter melodies, and I structured it so it's like a composition. It keeps changing and progressing. Some of them you might need to add a counter melody if you feel like that, and some of them you don't. So let's take a listen to these. The first one you just heard, so let's take a listen to this one. So I think there's 2 counter melodies, or maybe 3 in this one. So there's this kind of pad in the back, and then there will be a flute now. This loop is really crazy though. And then we have a kind of longer one here. This also progresses. And then we have a last one here. And as you can hear, there's even sub basses in many of them, so there's a lot of shit you can work with in this. So yeah, just go get your copy and have fun. But now let's cook a beat with the sample 35 here. So yeah, let's start cooking, and I'm about ready. I just need to pick my drums, and I'm also going to be showcasing the new drum kit. I might as well. It has my favorite sounds in it, so why not? I'm going to pick the water 808. Let's already press cut itself and layer it to the second insert. I'm gonna take my favorite clap and I'm gonna take the hit one hi-hat, pull this up like 25%. Fourth insert, and the millions also a bit up with that one. Insert 5. Pick the rack kick and maybe a perk later, and then the zoom snare. So yeah, let's start making the 808 pattern first. So let's just get started with the 808 pattern, and first of all I need to find where I want to place my first 808 key. As I said earlier, it does contain the key and the scale of it, but that's just a scale. It might have a different sound because when you have big chords in a sample, they can produce a whole different sound than the root key. So let's just start listening. So here you could both use A and I think D. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with D as it is a bit lower than A. And if I were to start my my bass line up here, it would be pretty high pitched, and if I started it down here, it'd be kind of low. So I'm going to start with the D. So let's just make the pattern real quick. Let's get the shit straight first. Pattern 1. Put this in, and then let's start. Then let's just paste this over real quick and just edit this part a bit so it's not like the exact same. Let's add like some sort of roll here. So I'm gonna change the velocity of it as well, just to make it have some sort of bounce. Yeah, that's nice. So that sounds nice. Let me just loop this one more time, and we can just put in our clap as well. We might as well bring that an octave down again, so it's not that high. So I feel like we definitely should do more to the hi-hat, so let's try to make these go really crazy. So I kind of want this to keep going throughout the beat. Sorry for that. So let's just place it like that, and I'm just gonna loop these 4 bars to the rest of the loop here. And then let's add some sort of roll. Let's take, I don't know, third step, take the pencil brush. And alright, so after a good start, let's add another row. slower. And then let's add a kind of fast one down here. So we're going to go to 4th step and then bring it down right here. Alright, so I think that's it. So I'm just going to remove this, go to cell, back here again, mark these, Control B, and there we have our hi-hat pattern. I'm just gonna copy the pattern of the clap over to the snare zoom. This is already really hard. So yeah, let's add some open hats too. Down a bit, and I'm adjusting all of them at the same time by highlighting them and then holding Alt on my keyboard and using my scroll wheel up and down to adjust it. Also going to lower the volume just a tiny bit, and then we should be good to go. Now let's jump straight into the kicks, and I'm of course going to be adding a soft clipper on my master channel. Make sure you don't have a limiter on your master channel. That will compress the beat and it will sound muffled and horrible. So let's just get going with the kick pattern. And to get some hard bounce, just turn the velocity all the way up. Turn my 808 up a bit from here, and also make sure we cut out the low end frequencies of the melody. So open up a parametric EQ2, right click this arrow up here and press the mastering thing here, 20 Hertz plus 18,000 Hertz, cut, and drag this knob all the way over here to about 250-ish, 300 actually, like right here. From here, I'm gonna turn my kick up here, just to make sure it hits. I don't want it to be too low, that makes it kind of miss something. So as long as your kick stands out in the mix, you should be fine, but just don't make it too overpowering, and then it should be good. That's just how I mix basically. And we might add some bounce to it here by adding a couple more snares in. Oh shit, that's not. can add some perk. Maybe I think the tabla could go well here, just by here. That's about done, and we can do a real basic structure. I'm going to go up here to my pattern, right click and press split by channel, and then it splits up each sound in an individual pattern, so you can layer it now. So I'm gonna have the melody just play out the whole thing. I don't know how long it should be, probably not that long for the video. And then let's have an intro here. You can put your tag in, whatever you do, just do you. Just slap my
make the beat go.
Tag in here. I like to place my tag right around here.
Make the beat go.
Might stretch that in a bit.
Make the beat go.
There we go. Actually gonna put it down here.
Make the beat go.
Then I'm gonna have my 808 come in right here.
Make the beat go.
Then let's have the kick come in right here as a chorus. Then you can go over here at the end of the drum loop and just cut like this half off. And let's actually bring like the rest of the drums in here as well. We need that too. Also the tabla right here. And you could also use a crash. Actually, if you use a crash, like when the kick drops, that will make the chorus sound a lot harder. So that's a tip for you. Just checking, it sounded a little bit out of key. I'm not going to mess with that now, but you can of course structure it the way you want to. I'm not going to go in depth with it. But yeah, get your copy of my kits and make sure you get it, because you get the drum kit too, and it's pretty cheap. And also send the beats you make with the kit to my mail, and I will make a video where I will critique the beats and review them, and let's make this some sort of competition. I will find out like a reward for the winner or some shit. But yeah, make sure you do that, and subscribe to this channel, and like the video. That helps me out a lot. And then I'm see you in the next video. Later, boys.